can absolutely swap between the lanes and provide a bit of support wherever it needs to be, but I don't know, it's probably my least favorite brawler to be seen in this draft.
Yeah, well, instantly invising straight down the mid. Luki going to be starting off with a few missed shots against him there, but eventually Juan Carlos will come out of that cardboard box and become visible once more. Boss going to pick up this left-hand side against second best quite early on and should be adding some decent damage to the safe to kick off this match.
Halo as well as Juan Carlos, and immediately Humble have got a huge advantage as a three-man squad pushing through to mid, just second best now as the only Pioneers player still alive. Pain now coming back into the mid and already being tapped up as Luki's been quite accurate there with the help of the damage booster. Nice gadget away as well, out of the harms there of Juan Carlos. Semantic's creeping forwards as well. That poison's going to trickle down Juan Carlos, and look at this, more than 50% damage already dealt to the safe by Humble.
I mean, Boss trips a nest egg and still absolutely devours the safe. Pioneers haven't had a look in. Semantic beaming it down, Boss in there as well. Juan Carlos looks like he's pretty much giving up. He hasn't had a look in. Pretty sure he's got 0 damage in this game. And Humble destroy Pioneers in the entry.
Slow the pace. Having those kind of base raise ideas for Humble is exactly what they want in their strategy, and you've got to slow it down.
Well, double right-hand side, I much prefer this strategy as well. Juan Carlos has kind of gone under the radar so far in the bush, but it seems Semantic might be scouting out, trying to get a feel of where he is. And Luki going to be able to join him over this side thanks to the ability that Angelo provides, almost takes him down, and Boss doing a great job here. Jump once again from Luki, the countermeasures are there, and it's all Humble once more.
Juan Carlos there, just a sitting duck effectively here. Luki trying to find a second inversion. Luki comes out on top, gets the super forward as well, and gets some quick kills popping there. The nest egg is going to help out considerably to allow Boss to now come through that left-hand side, and Semantic is a rock on that right-hand side. That additional movement as well with the back of the star power really enabling him to be able to juke a lot of those shots.
Well, the bell bounces off. The 8-bit turret will clean up this mid and give Pain a bit of a pathway through. But so far, not really taking advantage of this kind of control they've managed to gain. The double right-hand side with Colt there as well. Luckily enough, Juan Carlos there. But for how long? Delaying the inevitable, and this damage starts destroying the Pioneers safe.
As a kid, you just can't jump on a player with all 3 members ready for the pickup, and just that's why Humble are just staying firm on the right. Boss, Semantic, Luki, all 3 members going. Oh my word.
11.
Oh my word. 0 and 0 Pain and Juan Carlos, 11 DPS. That Pioneers can maybe not afford to lose. Giving so much of an advantage to Humble would definitely be a mistake. A second already going immediately in there on Semantic. Goes in with a nice slice and dice, but Semantic gets the final say. The takedown is there. A good defense is with Pain, and Juan Carlos are pretty weak there on the left and right hand sides.
And it gets them all the way back to spawn, but it really does nothing for the team as they have 0 control. Semantic's going to break some walls, get that grass opened up a little bit more, and make it a lot harder for second best to really show his worth. Luki with a knockback, not going to have that stunning blow as we see the slows being in as well. Juan Carlos solo on this left-hand side, yet to get a level. Luki moving forwards, might be able to get a super here and knock them all the way back. Twister plays down to prevent Pain from getting out this locked position in spawn. An all-out control once more from Humble. They know they don't need to overextend for this goal because they're in such a phenomenal spot.
I like that from Pain, being very reserveful there of the cocoon to ensure that he didn't waste it. It's going to be good to have on the defense now. Nice super there from Luki. Oh, wonderful up from Bosses there as well. Danger here for Pioneers as Humble pushing forwards. It's just second best now. That Twister was perfectly placed by Luki. A simple super shot with a bit of miscommunication, but I think it would have been better to maybe do exactly what they did in all honesty. I think that Pain coming in there would have been able to shut that down regardless. So Boss there coming back, I don't mind it.
Yeah, at least it's a 1-for-1 super trade. You know, Luki might have used the super to pass the ball forward, but Pain threw out that cocoon. Like, he was very scared that that was going to be a goal. Boss going to get his super again and the hypercharge along the way. Juan Carlos trying to defend this ball in the corner. Pain in the goal mouth. They're just getting slowed, beaten down until Humble can get an opening, and at the moment, it's going to present itself pretty soon.
I like this from Humble. They're just keeping things consistent and keeping the pressure on Pioneers, not going in too aggressive too early, trying not to feed as much into Pain as he's probably the best person to have on that defense. Eradicated now, super pass from Semantic, and Luki will be the one to score it and place Humble on the map in Brawl.
Well, hypercharge ready to roll for Boss still, and Luki has the super and his as well. Now they go in. A lot of damage going to come down from that. Pain uses his to get a bit of extra mobility. Luki going to be landing directly where second best is as well. I mean, guys, we need to see something past 1. I mean, that was a very bad communication there, but still might be able to walk it. Definitely should have been a goal for Humble, but with 20 seconds on the clock, no need for that overextension.
I don't mind this from Humble. They're just whittling down Pioneers and just almost rubbing the salt in the wound. And as time trickles down, it really is Pioneers who've got to make the move. The protester from second best is not an unusual thing to see in this circumstance, though. I kind of feel like it's necessary because Humble are really starting to run away with this.
So far, we need to question when they're going to wake up, when something's going to happen. Pain on this pick. The Charlie on the left-hand side really didn't do too much at all.
Certainly with experience on that side of things, you know, it's second best first land, you know, it's Pain and Juan Carlos' second World Finals. It's definitely going to be taking its toll, but I just kind of felt like as number 2 seed of North America that you'd show a bit more of a resolve than this, but so far it's all about Humble. Luke can just pass Semantic and just get that gas heal along the way as well to stay in position as that Stu. Pain searching the left, but no one's there right now, and now second going to the right-hand side, falls straight into the arms of Lukey and Boss, and this ball again in such an aggressive spot. It's just an open door relatively here for Humble to walk through whenever they feel like it.
I mean, it's a 3v1 every time someone comes out of that Pioneers spawn. Eventually they're going to wait for all 3 of them to come back in and have a bit of a say in a 3v3 fight here, but Semantic going to go for the dashes in. Second best trying to follow him, gets the gadget heal as well, slicing through this mid, but Lukey will be there when he lands. Twister was placed as a kind of insurance as well, but Pain moving forward towards the Cocoon, trying to get the kill on Lukey, and still nobody will secure that kill. 3 people tried, and he still lives.
Again, just taking their time and just getting the resources up. Boss is pretty low stacks there on that surge pick as well, so he needs to try to level things up. Juan Carlos just inching towards the ball there, not going to pick it just yet. Pops a gadget as well, but has got to connect the shots to be able to get his stacks higher. And now Lukey goes straight in, sees the opportunity, hypercharge there, slams second to the wall, and should be able to walk it in. Humble do it and get another goal.
I mean, they're not taking risks. They're just waiting until all 3 members of Pioneers are dead and taking the free goal every single time. Second best trying to make a move down this right-hand side now. Getting towards Lukey. Eventually we're starting to see something from Pioneers here. Second best goes for the dash, baits out Boss, had the super, but no opening as Boss covers the goal entry. Pain one shot and he's going to fall as well. 40 seconds on the clock, and what hope do Pioneers have?
It's probably the best opportunity that we've seen from Pioneers all day long so far. And at the moment, Humble have got all the control with 30 seconds left on the clock as well, as Boss there pops a nice hypercharge, really just keeping everything in check. And Humble just going to keep that ball in that pocket. Why wouldn't they? It's Pioneers that have got to make the move, and they just keep stumbling down. Every attempt to even leave the goal face is doomed.
Shots from Boss follow up, and second best trying to make a break for it. Gadget and hypercharge comes in from Pain, but it's still nothing. No kills coming in from Pioneers. Humble on lockdown, and now 1 set away from the semi-finals of World Finals in 2020. It feels like there's no. Oh, look at this. That's what 4 kills in 2 sets of Brawl.
For Pioneers, Bash said a draft is our favourite so far here from them today. Let's see what they can make of it. Lukey already taking an affirming role in the mid with 3 gems to his name. Good Kooky Popper there onto Pain as well. Really keeps him low for longer. 4 gems now. Sandbags from Juan Carlos are already shredded very quickly by Boss. The Semantic is already stacking up things and just eradicates the Daryl of there. Juan Carlos on the right-hand side.
I mean, look how close he is to level 3 already. He's getting shots. He's getting so many shots against the Daryl, and they're not even attempting to swap because Daryl's going to have a pretty poor matchup no matter which side he goes. Break coming in on the left-hand side from Juan Carlos, and Pain yet to see the light of day in terms of the gem spawner. Now we eventually see this rotation over to the left-hand side from second best, but he meets Gus and Rico on that side. A shield being provided to Boss now as well. Ready to fight off, and already 8 gems for Lukey, and KCP about to pick up their first.
Humble have had a great opportunity in the mid to keep this control going as well. Semantic already getting some good value off the Daryl, was now second, rolling in, finds there the nice little supply drip along the way and gets down Boss. This is the kind of thing we need to see more of here from Pioneers, but the gems are not being gathered in the mid. 1 more over to Humble and only 1 more away from a countdown. If you get a magic hand pull from Pain onto Lukey, that's the best they can hope for at the moment, but Boss getting some big taps. That gem there in the middle, Humble are not rushing towards because second is being a menace in their spawn.
Yeah, really tough situation now for Humble, locked in spawn with a magic hand waiting for them as they try to push out. Semantic almost at level 3, wants to rotate to that right-hand side, but vision gear from Pain stopping him from doing just that. Second best in the back push. Now the hypercharge comes through. So many bounces, big stuff. That's the magic hand used. Second best should be pinched down here, and especially with Semantic using this super as well. Almost level 3 secured, and 1 gem for them will secure it. Lukey picks it up, and countdown starts for Humble.
Second's coming in now, has got support network behind him, but got to go on the aggressive. There's not enough time from the mid here. Second's low here as well. Pain needs to land the magic hand, and everyone from Humble is just too far away. The pressure is getting to Pioneers. It's going to be a match
for Humble. Pioneers staring down the barrel. Something needs to change.
It is now or never for Pioneers. Their year's work depends on these games, and they could be going home packing unless something happens here. Humble already. Some nice takedowns on the side of Pioneers and a break there of the mid from Juan Carlos on the back foot. The first time so far, but Semantic pushing forwards there. The accuracy onto Payne. Second there, uses the opportunity to go in there onto Lukey. Getting a lot of value for his time. A nice gadget as well with the tar barrel, but now they're recouping themselves on the side of Humble. Payne has got the magic hand early this time as well. Connects it to Semantic, gets the support from second. Nice stuff. Pioneers starting to make some things work.
Much better from Pioneers off the start. Second best rolls on in, getting the heals from Payne as well through this mid. Vengeful Spirit's used yet again, and that's going to be his last one of this game. Over the right-hand side, we see a bit of a trade between both the brawlers over there. Semantic yet to get to a level 2, but eventually getting quite close. Lukey, 5 gems in hand, does take the lead for Humble, but it seems to be all Pioneers so far. Second best round the flank, gets a knockback from the Gust Shield. Good use of that from Lukey. Now the pinch starts to come in, and we might see Humble break out.
The second's been feeding really quite heavily into Semantic. Now the high charge from Payne connects to Lukey, and Juan Carlos is there. The chance with Pioneers, but a nice reset there from Semantic. And it's not over just yet. They're sitting there, second just hovering, going to be going into his pocket. Not ideal, but when you're on countdown, it doesn't matter. Pioneers are doing work, but can Humble get a reset?
Semantic bringing Juan Carlos low. No more sandbags available, and second best pinned in the top portion of the map. Nowhere to run now, and the 3 members from Humble closing down. Roll goes in, but Payne's gonna fall down. Semantic has the super, down goes Juan Carlos, and they have the count on the blue side. Second best goes low thanks to the kooky bumper, and he falls too. Humble running away with it.
7 seconds remain, and for the Pioneers, it could be all over. There's a magic hand, but the HP is not going to be there. It doesn't connect, and the shield is perfect from Lukey. The scariest part for me is that I don't really feel like Humble felt tested at all.